आरज़ू है आप पर अपने को अब अर्पण करें।
आरज़ू है आप पर अपने को अब अर्पण करें। आपके कदमों पे चलकर नाम हम रोशन करें। आरज़ू
है आप पर। सांस और संकल्प से बस आपके गुणगान हो। स्वप्न में भी तन का कोई आनना अभिमान हो, आनना अभिमान हो।
लोकहित का ध्यान हो, कल्याण में चिंतन करें। आपके कदमों पे चलकर नाम हम रोशन करें।
आरज़ू है आप पर।
हम करें निष्काम सेवा, आपके होकर रहें। मन वचन और कर्म अपने सेवा में तत्पर रहें। सेवा में तत्पर रहें।
दिल के दर्पण से सभी नित आपका दर्शन करें। आपके कदमों पे चलकर नाम हम रोशन करें। आरज़ू है आप पर। नैनों में हरदम तेरा ही नजारा छाया है। एक तू ही तो है बाबा, सदा ही मन को भाया है, सदा ही मन को भाया है।
दिव्य दुनिया दे दिखाई, दैवी गुण धारण कर।
Today's topic given to me really puzzles me. After all of us have some attachment with someone in a very small field. And we are talking of conquering the attachment. The small family every one of us have in Laukik. But what is after conquering? Today we find we have a big family. the conquering from the small family, and we are attaching with big family. So therefore, I sometimes see that instead of we talk of conquering, can we think of attaching? If we can have a family of millions and millions, I don't think we should be afraid of having a small Laukik family, and we always think of, oh, we have to conquer. I think it is a fear, because my experience with Baba and Mama is, they always taught us not to fight with lust or anger or greed or attachment. They never taught us. They only taught us how to purify ourselves. The simple word Baba taught, body and soul. The attachment, if it is said with the body, then we say it is bodily attachment. So if you have love with soul, then we say it is spiritual, it is soul attachment. And Ruhani, we use a word, a very beautiful word. So therefore, in whole of my spiritual life, I have not been taught by Baba and Mama to fight, or the word conquering, something. Sometimes it looks like ego. I remember the words of Chandramani Dadi. She was also one of the most senior sisters, Dadis. So when someone tells her, Didi, I have conquered this, she used to just smile. She says that, do you clean your house every day? We say, yes, we are Brahmins, we keep everything clean. So you have just cleaned your mind, that's all. There is nothing else, you have done a big thing. Nobody likes these vices, so you have just cleaned off. So therefore, don't be in ego that you have done something big thing, no. It is the same thing as you are doing every day, cleaning your house. You don't like to keep something, so clean it up. So you have cleaned. So that's how our dadis, our seniors, they have came over all these vices. So today also I would like to share with you that how Baba has brought us up. Because I was just 21 years when I came into knowledge. Today I am 65. So I have, as I told you, that I had no such any problem as I am fighting with these vices? No, because always Baba taught one thing, that you have to have the positivity in your mind, not fear, not fighting. For example, how to get rid of the so-called, what we call as, attachment. The attachment is also can be explained as attraction. When you are attracted, you are attached. It can be physical, it can be beautiful to the eyes, it can be sometimes beautiful to the mind. You are pulled, you go there. Yes, I love music, it can be even ears. So when we are attracted, we are attached. Fortunately, all our indriyas, they are open. The eyes are open, bound to attract. You can't close your eyes and walk. No, it's open. So the ears are open, 2 ears, 2 eyes, not even one. They are always bound to, Mouth also, I love to speak. This also open. There is no stopping. You can speak as much you want. So everything attracts, taking in. Rather, we go out. So once we go out, then we get caught. That's how, we save our children all the time, holding their hands, not leaving them to go out. But as a God's gift, all these are out only. Here, Baba has just taught us a simple lesson, not to control each one, no. If you start controlling the eyes, ears, mouth, then, I don't know, this 5,000 years maybe even less, because each you have to have a lot of efforts to conquer them. But I remember Sakar Baba used to tell us one simple practice every day, which rather was so powerful and so helpful till today. Every day I used to practice that, I remember, for a long time. Even now I love that exercise. Baba used to say, just at least 1 minute per day, just 1 minute, as all of us are having a blessing of Dadiji, that 1 minute of silence every hour. I love it. Why? Because that is the 1 minute what Sakar Baba has told me to practice. Whenever you child, if you can practice 1 minute, even if you practice once in a day, it will give you a great pleasure. Now we call it as silence, but at that time Baba said in a very different way. Baba did not call it as silence, practice silence, but Baba straight said, just think, I am dead. Just dead. 1 minute. You know you are going to be alive after 1 minute. But for 1 minute to die, you are dead. Yes. We see every day someone is dead. We see it. But we never thought that I will also die like this. No, nobody thinks about it. We always see someone is dying, someone is dead. But I am talking of 44 years, 45 years back, Baba told me that practice 1 minute dead. It was nice. So if I die, what happens? I am only soul for 1 minute. Yes. I have to leave the body. That is called dead. So when I leave the body, yes, of course for a minute, but I am leaving. So leaving the body means that everything attached to the body, they are left over here. Liberated. Soul is just liberated. There is nothing like fighting with lust, anger, greed, attachment, arrogance, conquering this. Nothing is there, it's just out. I said, this is nice. I am not to fight with anything. I can be very easily enjoying it. So I really love to tell you, see, whenever I want to practice that 1 minute, I used to feel so happy, get rid of everything. Everything is gone. I am just out from it. All tensions, all responsibilities, everything is gone. Because the living body, everybody leaves the body without telling anyone. Sudden it is, So the simple practice of for 1 minute gives you so much of relaxation. And slowly I started feeling that also it is reality. It is not just an imagination, no. If there is only one reality on this earth, that is 100% truth, is death. Every one of us have to leave the body. But we don't even think of it. We don't even imagine about it. We only struggle sometimes. I have to conquer this, conquer that. But that, a simple practice what Baba taught me, has really helped me. That at least that 1 minute, that relaxation, slowly. In India, there is a practice of yogic exercise. they call it as, it's a pose of a dead body. In Sanskrit we call it as Shavasana. Shava means the dead body, just sleeping on the floor, just like that. And that is one of the practice in the yogic exercise they teach. Of course, nobody was thinking like, he's dead, but they were relaxing. They used to teach that you just relax, leave your breathing exercise in that, and just be normal and all. But nobody told us that just die. But Baba taught us that how you can practice just for a minute. If you have that really you have to leave the body, just leave it. I remember still, I asked one day, Baba, then what are we going to do if we are just dead? Baba said, at least, child, one thing you will have, you will thank Baba at that time, that is, if any such time comes in front of you that now you are going to leave the body, every one of us going to face that time. Every one of us have to leave this body. We don't know just when, that's all. But when that time comes, you don't know when again, and it is again sudden. If you have not practiced, if you are not prepared, then you will really face lot of confusion, pain. But if you have practiced this 1 minute of exercise, leaving the body, you will find so relaxed, because now it is the real time. Now you have to live, nothing else. There is no escape. And you are prepared. And you will leave the body, you will not even feel any pain, whatever it is. Otherwise, we just think of pain sometimes. Earthquake, what may be happening to the people, it's falling on their head, they are under the rubbles, car accidents, or maybe fire, anything can happen anywhere. We are just seeing every day. Myself and our Dadiji's relationship every day is 3 times a day. Dadi will ask only one question with me, for which I have to reply every day 3 times. Her question is everything okay? She means the world. She is my world mother. She is not Dadi for Madhuban or for few of us, no. She is world mother. She always thinks all of you. So, she always wants to know that is everything okay? So if there is something is not okay, then I have to tell her, Dadi, today not everything is okay. But today we had the earthquake here, this place. Then Dadi says, you show me. Then I have to record and show her that it has happened here. The plane crash, earthquake, or fire nowadays. It's a very common thing, jungle fires and all that. So any such things happens. She is always, because from the time Baba has said 3 words, anything can happen anytime unexpectedly. And it is best suited for the death. So every day, being a family of millions all over the world, Dadi also gets the information that so and so has left body so peacefully in such and such a place. Every day in the morning, sometimes she tell us in the class. So we are always prepared to hear. But are we all prepared to say that I am also going to leave the body on such a day? Or am I prepared if I get such a situation in front of me, or I am not? So that is the simple exercise Baba taught us at that time. And I remember Baba used to take all of us on the mountain top near the lake and ask us to sleep or lie on the ground and think that we are all just on the cremation ground. We call it as Baba's hill. Baba ki pahadi, we call it as Baba's hill. But at that time, Baba used to tell us, think that you are in the cremation ground. You are cremated, finished. You are just in the coffins. And we used to have lot of problems bringing so many people back to their consciousness. They used to really go in trance. I remember we used to carry some people, get the vehicle and put them in and take it. So much is the intoxication of people, Many used to go in trance, the stage of bodilessness. So that's one of the practice which we really enjoy or love if you want to really conquer these vices or the attachments of the physical body. We are so attached, the soul and the body, till Baba told us that there is a soul and the body, we all thought we are this. We never even thought there is two things. No. It's only after Baba told us, then we started thinking ourselves. I remember once I was giving the course to an officer who was little fat. I told him that you are not this body, you are a soul. He said, no, I can't believe. How can I forget this big, hefty body? It's true. We also never thought that we are also a tiny soul. But slowly, we started feeling that we can now relax just thinking that I am not this body, I am the real soul. We really get many times so much well detached, even in the class we can sleep. We are so much very good at soul conscious practice. But that is one stage. But what Baba wants is any detachment, if you want to have, first let us have the detachment from our own body. If we can detach consciously, we should feel that. Coming to the body and getting out of the body consciously is an experience. It is just like physically we take out the clothes and we again wear the clothes. There is a difference. There is an exercise. Similarly, the soul consciousness and getting out of the body, bodilessness, it's a very interesting exercise. I am a soul is the consciousness. I am a soul within the body is a consciousness. I, the soul, leaving the body, leaving my body, this body, getting out of this body is also an exercise. It's a conscious exercise. The experience is also very nice experience. The silence we experience in all these stages also are different. The total, the highest silence we will experience only when we really feel that I am out of this body. Not just I am soul, a peaceful soul, the loveful soul. That's beautiful, that's very nice. But if I am able to get out of this body, that is also a deep, deep silence. We can ask the experience of this with Gulzar Dadi very nicely. What's her experience? She just says, in simple words she says, I have gone to Baba. In a simple word. We are seeing her, she is sitting in front of us, but she says that I have left this body and I went to Baba. That means physically she is feeling, her experience is, if we tell her, no, you are sitting here, we can see you, you are sitting here, how can you say I have gone? Who is right? She is right because she is telling us and it is her experience. What we are seeing is her body. But she being within the body, she is able to tell us that she left this body, the Madhuban, and then she went to Baba. She physically says she went to Baba. That's the experience of leaving the body. Then what happened? There is a difference. When she goes to get the message, she takes message and comes back. And she says, then I came back. Baba sent me back. And then she will give you the message what Baba said. But when Baba comes in her body, then what is her experience? She will not tell you that I was with Baba here seeing all of you. No. Brahma Baba used to say that. But Gulzar Dadi, she said, I have gone to Baba. I have left this body and I went to Baba. Then what happened? Baba came to her body. You see, we experience that when Gulzar Dadi leaves the body, you can virtually see a shake. Always we experience that. In Brahma Baba we have not seen that. But in Gulzar Dadi, we practically see that she leaves the body. Everybody feels happy, oh, she has gone now to Baba. Physically, even many people clap, though Shashiben says, please don't clap. Be in silence. You also go with her to Baba. But still, we feel so happy. Oh, now she has gone to Baba. Because until she goes to Baba, Baba is not going to come. So we are happy that she has gone and Baba is going to come. See, we are selfish, Nobody thinks that the one soul has gone up. But we are happy because Baba is going to come now. So then, when Baba comes, where is she? What is her experience? That is the real experience of living body. Total silence, dead silence. When she comes back, we ask her. We sometimes tease her also. Through her mouth, Baba said so many things. Through Gulzar Dadi's eyes, he has given us so much of power and love. But when she comes down, we tell, you don't know anything. How much of love Baba gave from your eyes, you don't know. She asks, what did Baba say today? So that means physically, she was absent from that body in a consciousness of total silence. Baba made her to be in that bodilessness stage, the total silence stage. So, if you really want to experience that being in the body, living in this body, we have to experience that one day, knowingly, unknowingly, suddenly. But Sakar Baba told us to do that at least for a minute in a day, so that you remember that you have to detach from this body. And once it is in your mind and you start practicing that, all these small problems, attachments and physical and all that, because once you know that you have to leave this body, you are also aware the other person also have to leave the body. So we have to leave everything here as it is. I just tell you, when I was just a Baba's child of 5-6 years, it was more than 6 years I was child of Baba. What is the subtle attachment I am trying to tell you with my experience? So I took one new center in one place and I was cleaning up, because when you take an old house, you can imagine how the houses sometimes so dirty and all. The first thing we do is make it Brahmin, we call it. Let us make it Brahmin. So I was cleaning the house and making whitewash and everything, making, like this. So I fall sick because of the dirt and so sick means I had a very severe fever, high fever we call it as. I started feeling at about 12 o'clock midnight that I may not get up in the morning, because the fever is so high. I almost, it came to my mind, I may not now see tomorrow morning, I may just go to Baba. So in one way I was feeling happy. Okay, Baba, if this is the part, is fine. I was doing you a service and there is nobody No other attachments. I am happy. I am coming to you. Okay. There was nobody to call a doctor, nobody to even take care. I was alone in the center. It was in 1967. But there was one small thought was coming to my mind. Attachment. Huh? What attachment was there with me? Just I had a bank account and some money was there in it. Everything I gave to Baba, nothing was with me, and all relations with Baba. But this bank account, the few thousands of rupees there, what will happen to that? So, some Laukik will come and take that. So I was worried now what to do. When I gave everything to Baba, I must have used that in Baba's service. Then I have nothing, I am free, I can just go. I was requesting Baba, give me one more day. First thing in the morning I will do this, then I am ready, you can take me. And that day, and I am still here. But no more attachment with the bank balance. Never one person account. No. That is the first principle we made, that we never have a bank account in one person name. Never. Always two. If one goes, the other will take care of it and it will go to Baba. That is the first thing I did, that I put the another name in there, because whatever we have to do according to Baba's directions. So the one thing we did, and that is the law from that day to this day. I always tell to me, it is just simple mentally, that, because that was the one thought came. It's a simple attachment. I don't know how many things are attached to us, but the easiest way I found is that there are always someone else is there to take care, even if I am not there. This is one of the word, Baba used to tell us, trustee. What do you mean by trustee? Always. All of us are trustees of God. What do we mean by trustee? There is a trustee means they only take care, they are not the owners. So that is another simple yukti we can adopt, that is, we have everything. Baba doesn't want to take anything from you. Everything he gives to us back. But he always tells children, be trustee. Your house, your husband, your wife, your child, your motor, your bank balance, your company, your business. But think that it all belongs to Baba and I am trustee. It's so easy, So it is Baba's and it has gone to Baba. I was just managing, I was trustee of Baba. So that's another simple yukti Baba. I mean, it's not that Baba taught us, but he did himself. This yajna was managed by Baba for 14 years as a trustee. He made a small trust, the trustees of about 7-8 people, and then Baba said, all these things belongs to this group and I am a trustee. So he had no problem at all. He was having nothing as his own. So it is just in mind. Baba had to do physically. He had to make a, in stamp papers and all that, and he called it as trustee, and he made others trustee for all that properties. But for us, Baba says, just in your mind, whatever you have belongs to Baba, given by Baba, and I have to manage it. And if you are intelligent, Baba says, do it. I remember once I brought one of my friend in front of Baba. He was a big businessman. Baba was so happy because Baba was also a businessman, So he asked, child, how is your business going on? So he said, it's very nice, Baba, very good. So then he asked Baba, can I double it? Can I make it more? Can I open branches here and there and there and there? So Baba said, why not? If you are able to do it, do it. Baba used to give the example of the spider. See, it controls everything from all, but don't get yourself in that, no. If you are really capable of doing something, do it. If you earn more, you can do more also, no problem. But don't get yourself caught in it. No. In your own web, no. Because nowadays we are all very conversant with the web. We call it as www. And most of us are caught in it for several hours and hours. It's the big Maya of the latest Maya of the world. So Baba used to tell us, if you are not caught in it, it is okay. You can do as much you want. You see, many people, no, let us not. Now we have become Baba's children. We don't want to do all this now. We don't want to. No. If you are really able to do it, do it. There is no problem. But don't get yourself caught in it. Then how to get out of it? That is, I am a trustee. It belongs to Baba. Baba has made me as the manager. You see, nowadays they call it as CEOs and COs and all that. So we are also CEOs of Baba. Whatever we have, every one of us have something of our own, small things. So Baba has made us, appointed us. So we are the trustees of Baba. It's very easy. Sometimes even, there is a loss a little, maybe for many reasons. It happens. Nowadays things are changing so fast, It just kills the old things. Suddenly we don't know. So, but even at that time, if we are really having in our mind that, this is Baba's, it is not mine. So you will not have that shock when something happens. In India, I know that millions of people lost so much of money in a day when the shares have gone up like this, and the next morning they saw it is here. Suddenly, many people lost sudden. But Baba's children, they accept, because I am trustee Baba. So early morning when we get up, after meditation, before going to the job, we tell Baba, I am going to take care of your business, your work. I am trustee. So that is the another way to get detached from whatever is there. But we will do it very well. When we do something good, in the evening we can tell Baba, Baba, today I did so well. We are very happy to report to Baba, Baba, see, today I have done so well. So that you can do it only when you are a trustee, when you feel that you are trustee. the last thing, about all these organs which are out, all the time pulling us out. We like it or not, but we are pulled out. One day, we saw the stage of Mama. We were going in a car. Nowadays when you travel on the roads, everyone wants to take the advantage of your eyes. That there will be some big posters, new posters, very attractive posters. And we always read it. It comes to our sides. So attractive it is. Nowadays, with full of lights and attraction and gimmicks, lot of things to pull our this one. So at that time in Mumbai, there was an advertisement from a bottle. The wine was coming down, and then it comes up and it fills, it comes down like that. A simple advertisement was there. So we just saw it and we asked Mama, did you see? It is a new advertisement. We are children, we are excited just. It is in 1964-65. Mama said, what? So we said, Mama, such a big advertisement was there. And Mama was sitting in the front. Mama said, Mama did not see it, and this is all not for Mama. These are the two words Mama said at that time. So big, so attractive, and all of us saw it and enjoyed, and Mama is sitting in the front, but Mama did not see it. Why? Because Mama said, it is not for Mama. So, just simple lesson we learned from that is, whatever we are seeing is not for us. So if we can teach ourselves to bring all these organs slowly and steadily, that we see ourselves, we can make our own world. For example, always we say, we are with Baba. We are with Baba. We are seeing Baba. We are talking to Baba. We are hearing Baba. It is just because so that we can't close it, but we can still close it if we make these organs busy, because we have to keep it busy, that's all. You are able to see, opening your eyes, Baba's point of light. All of you can see. Eyes are open, but still you can see point of light of Baba. It is your mental power. So these eyes are open, but you are seeing something else. Your ears are also open, but you can hear some sound which you want to hear. There may be a lot of other sounds here, but you are hearing some other sound which you want. And sometimes even you sing also. There may be something else going on, but you sing that same song what you are hearing. You like that. Whatever the songs you like, you hear. So that means all these organs also can be detached or taken within. We can close them when we want, when we don't want. We can use them when we want. When we don't want, you can just bring it in. Simple. It's in our hands. That's what we call it as. attached and detach and detach, whenever we like. We don't hate, don't, get disturbed. No, 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 not that. Let that be there. The world is there, things are there. We don't have any negativity about it. But let us try to build the positivity within. Even if you look into someone, our positivity is going to really give them that happiness. We would like to see Baba, Dadi. We want to hear them. Why? Because lot of positivity there. So much of positivity. Why not for us? If we can build that within ourselves also, full of positivity, then no attachment. The others will really love to see you, talk to you, meet you, see you, provided we also try to have it like Dadi. So these are the few of the simple practices we do and what we have learned from Baba, Mama and Dadi. I think it's 7 o'clock. We have to go on meditation. Thank you. Om Shanti.